Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hi, I'm going to go around here because the light is very bright behind me. Where are we?
We are at the Hilton Denver Inverness in Centennial, Colorado.
Yeah, if you're familiar, it's like in the tech center area, a lot of business down here. We're going to do one of Karen's famous reviews, and we like to start off with location. So how do you rate the location?
I give the location on a 1 to 5 a 5+. As you mentioned, Jeffrey, this is a great mecca for business, meetings. This particular hotel has several boardrooms and conference rooms here. In fact, it is sold out. So we actually couldn't even get a room, and then were able to get a room last minute, so somebody must have canceled the day of. So again, we have a different configuration than what we normally prefer, but that's okay. We were just happy to get the room because Jeffrey, in fact, had a business meeting right here as well. So
yeah, and we got a chance to experience the boardroom here. It was an all-day meeting, and the food around the boardroom and the service was incredible. So it worked out really well from that aspect. And I know you had some shopping to do, so we don't have a lot of shopping up in the mountains, and this is a great area for that kind of stuff.
Exactly. We've got some big travel coming up to Italy, so stay tuned for those hotel reviews because we're going to be there for about a month. Not sure, we bought a one-way ticket, but we have a lot of great reviews coming to you. But as Jeffrey mentioned, not only is it great for business, but it's great for shopping. We are right near the Park Meadows Mall and not very far from the Cherry Creek shopping area, which is another great shopping area here in the Denver area. So 5 out of 5, 5+, 5+.
Okay, the second thing, I know this is the one you're a stickler for, is cleanliness. And we should probably, we can kind of walk around as let's go through this first. Go through, give me your rating.
So my rating on that again is a 5 out of 5. When we came in, and again, we always do the reviews after we stayed here so we can give you, a really good review of all of the things that we experienced. And again, we should let you know, this is a standard room. It's actually a connecting room, and I believe there is a suite on the other side. So if you were booking a suite, this would be like the secondary room. Again, not our first choice, but we are thrilled and grateful to have a room here because it's a sold out property. And the property itself is absolutely beautiful. The grounds are beautiful. I'm not a big golfer, but there's a gorgeous golf course. There's a pond with ducks. There's an outdoor patio for cocktails. They've got Breckenridge Brewery here on property. Really, really pretty property. So, on the Jeffrey, I think you have a third question.
Well, cleanliness, you're giving...
Oh, cleanliness, again, 5 out of 5. The place was immaculate.
Right, okay, so the third thing we like to review is, I call it sleepability. And I was already given like a show. We obviously slept in the bed. There's 2 beds in here. Again, not our normal configuration, but that was a nice cozy bed. Wouldn't you agree?
This bed, okay, first of all, the pillows are nice and squishy. I love them like that. And the comforter has some really good weight. It's actually a very high quality, really nice sheets here at this hotel. I'm giving the comfort of the bed a 5 out of 5. And when we sleep in a smaller bed than what we're used to, and we still have a great night's sleep, I mean, that's just a dream come true. So 5 out of 5 here. I do want to acknowledge this is a pet-friendly hotel. It's a $75 per night fee, and I think you can have up to 2 pets, I think, but double check if you're bringing a pet with you.
Let's stick to the sleepability though. So we got that, the bed, and then obviously then quietness is kind of in that as well.
Well, I give the bed a 5 out of 5, but I have to ding them. I could hear every person walking up and down the hall, and I could hear every person opening and closing their door. So that was, and I could hear the person in the connecting room next to me. So on a quiet note, I'm giving them a 2 out of 5. It was pretty loud. I could have had a conversation with the person in either room on either side. You can also hear people going to the bathroom, and I'm not big on that.
So for sleepability overall, what are you giving it?
Oh gosh, well the bed was a 5 and that was a 2, so I guess I have to go with a 3.5. Right?
Okay, yep, that's right, 3.5 right down the middle. So I slept really well both nights, but it was kind of late and with cocktails, so I slept really well. But I agree with that. That's a good rating. We also like to look at the last piece. I guess would be the coffee is one of my favorites to rate, just because I'm up early, as you guys know. The coffee here, they have a barista. She's great, very pleasant. I really enjoyed going down to meet her in the morning, but we had to wait till she showed up at 6. It's always funny. This is a nicer hotel in the Hilton chain, I believe.
Yes.
When you're in a nicer hotel, you gotta wait for a barista to show up, and you pay for your coffee. I guess we get included because of a status, but the point is, I kind of like myself. I like to go to some of these lower end hotels where the coffee's there 24/7. If I get out at 4:30 a.m. and I want coffee, it's there. So the coffee was great. The service was great. They say, hey, go to your room before 6 and make your own. So that I'm just going to give them a 4 or 5. It would be a 5, but I do like coffee there when I go down in the morning.
I agree with you. And real quickly, because I know none of you are here to see me, you're here to see the room.
Yeah,
we are on the 5th floor, which is the top floor. You do need your key to get to this floor. The executive lounge is on the 5th floor. Unfortunately, it is closed now due to the pandemic, and my guess is they also don't have staff to run it again. For whatever reasons. But this is your standard room on the 5th floor. I love being on the 5th floor because this is really beautiful with these slanted slats on the windows, being able to see out, and it's a gorgeous view. Standard room of 2 beds, but they have some super nice features. And the room is very updated, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
And very nice and neat. So there's a safe here, plenty of drawer space. And then they have a nice size refrigerator right here, which is great.
Yeah, and I was showing out the window. They can't really see it, but there's a Centennial Airport off in the distance and a golf course and fountains out there. So that is a beautiful view.
And you can't hear the planes from in here. You
right.
can hear the neighbors, but not the planes. And then there's a really nice sized closet. And I want to point out, they have really nice robes here. Probably one of the nicest bathrobes that I have worn at a hotel in a long time.
And those are nice substantial doors in this slider
and
here.
I love this full-length mirror, which is always nice. And the bathroom's small but very efficient.
Yes.
There's only one sink, but there's plenty of counter space. So, and again, we have stayed here and used it. So, standard room. If you are a Hilton Honors member, I just want to let you know that again, it was sold out. We were lucky to have any room, so no upgrade was offered, which normally it would be. The other thing is, my understanding as a Hilton Honors member, and I'm not sure if it's all the levels, we are top tier with Hilton. And again, I'm not telling you to brag, I'm telling you so that you can relate as far as what should have been offered. We are told that we should have gotten 2 drink tickets and then daily breakfast for 2, full breakfast in the restaurant. Now, we were not offered any of that because I called down to ask about breakfast because the executive lounge was closed, and she said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Why don't you come down and get your tickets? And I said, well, we're checking out today. I don't know if there's compensation for that or not. Doesn't really matter because we're leaving today. But our bad and their bad. They should have acknowledged it because it's in the system. But always ask to, or let them know if they don't acknowledge it. Just say, hey, I've got status here. Do I get any perks or benefits?
Yeah.
Why not? You're traveling, and if you can get extra perks and benefits, more power to you. And guess what? If you don't have status, you can always say, hey, if I sign up for your program, do I get any extra perks and benefits? Right. Again, perks and benefits are fun. Who doesn't like something, an extra perk when you're staying?
Yeah. And Karen, you're right. In general, people should ask. So it's kind of somewhat on us, but I'm also just going to say, in a time like this, I'm coming down for a board meeting. We're very busy. We got a lot of things going on. We're packing up for other trips. We got conference calls. So I'm not making an excuse for us, but I would just say the reason why we didn't ask is like we came in, we had a lot going on. So I do expect when we have status that people kind of
100%, Jeffrey, and I don't know about Hilton because I'm not as familiar, even though we have top tier status. I know with the other brands, if they don't acknowledge you and you've left that area, there is actually financial compensation. We've only gotten it once because they always ask, but in a previous stay, I think it was in Portsmouth at the AC, they did not acknowledge our status, nor did they give us the perks. So when we checked out, they gave us a $50 credit onto our account, which is standard and it's in the rules and regulations of that particular membership. So it is their responsibility, but it doesn't hurt to ask anyway.
Yep.
Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from this beautiful hotel. And one last question I'll ask myself, would I stay here again when I'm coming to Denver? Absolutely 100%. Would I pick this over the Ritz-Carlton in Denver? Absolutely 100%. I love this hotel. I don't have any complaints. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from Denver, Colorado.
Thanks for watching, guys.